Hi guys. So I know you don't have a whole lot of time today, so I picked something quick to go over. Sample spaces and the counting principle. We're about to start probability, so this is a great short lesson to start with. Okay, so the first 6 are like understanding how many times something can possibly happen, and making a list. So, like, I'm going to do a couple of these, and you're going to be responsible for the rest of them. So, let's just start with number 1. It's a pretty easy one. Like, it's actually pretty simple, but they want us to set it, they want us to state it using set notation. Okay, so remember, that's the squiggly braces. So, the set of. So, if a sandwich shop has 3 types of sandwiches, there are only 3 different ways to pick a sandwich, right? Either you have ham, you have turkey, or you have chicken. Okay, so that one's pretty straightforward because you can't mix and match and you don't have anything to add to it. Those are your 3 options. But whenever you look at some of these other questions, like more than one thing's happening. So I'm just going to do number 3 to show you. Like here, the chess club has to decide when to meet for a practice. The possible days are Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and they also have possible times of 3, 4, and 5. So, to write that in set notation, so it's the set of. Okay, so I could do, I'm not going to write out the whole word, Tuesday at 3 o'clock. I could do Tuesday at 4 o'clock. Or I could do Tuesday at 5 o'clock. And that's the proper notation to write those. Then I have Wednesday, right? I could do Wednesday at 3 o'clock. Wednesday at 4 o'clock. And Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Oops, I didn't mean to put the squiggly braces there. Boop. Okay, there we go. And then Thursday. So I have Thursday at 3 o'clock. Thursday at 4 o'clock. And Thursday at 5 o'clock. So those are all of the, now I close my braces. So those are all of the possible combinations that could be chosen in order to meet for practice. So of those 3 days of the week and those 3 times, there are 9 total possibilities of choosing a practice time. Okay, so that's what you're going to do on 2, 4, 5, and 6. I want to see if you can figure those out. Again, they're not too hard, so just make yourself a list. You can also use tree diagrams. They specifically ask for set notation on this one. Tree diagrams are easy if all you're doing is counting, but sometimes you actually need the list. Okay. So sometimes I just need to know the number, right? That's going to come in super handy dandy whenever we're doing actual probability. So I'm going to do a couple of these too. So you can think of them in a couple of different ways. Like this first one, it's pretty straightforward. The jewelry store sells gold and platinum rings. That's 2 different kind of rings. Each ring is fitted with a ruby, a sapphire, an emerald, or a diamond. That's 4 different gemstones. So we could do like what we did up here with the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever thing, and make a list. Or if you think about it, like up here, I had, I had 3 different days and 3 different times. And if you notice, 3 times 3 is 9. Right? Those were all of the possibilities that could happen. So here, instead of making the whole list, I know that what would happen is I would end up with 2 times 4, or 8 different ring possibilities. Okay, so that's the short way if you just need to find the number and you don't need the actual list. However, pardon me, you do got to be kind of careful. So I'm going to skip down to number 9. I want to show you this one. So I have 8 rooms in a house, and each room can be painted either white or yellow. So I have 2 different colors. Now it's really tempting to try to make a list here. But if you think about it, I like to draw pictures, y'all. I have room 1. Let's do it this way. I have room 1. I have room 2, 3. I'm a very visual person. Sorry about this, guys. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, right? So I need to multiply on this one too. So 2 white or yellow times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So that's what you're doing whenever you're trying to find the counting, using what's called the counting principle, is you're multiplying. So I need to do 2. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 256. 256. 256. So just kind of got to think about it. Like if it was, the rooms were painted 2 different colors or 2 different wallpapers, right? That's whenever you would just multiply that together. But here I have 8 things and I'm doing something to those 8 things. So just be careful. So I want you guys to try again the rest of them real quick and let's see how that goes.